Hey, I wanted to take a minute to talk about hypnosis and NLP, what the difference is between the two. And first question I wanted to answer is hypnosis even real? I mean, a lot of people may have seen stage shows and it seems so phantasmic, so surreal. You wonder, like, that can't really be real. Like, people have to be faking it. They must have stooges in the audience to come up and pretend to go through all this stuff. And I'm here to let you know it is real. Now, first of all, the thing to understand is only about 25% of the population are what we would call natural somnambulists. What that means is that about a quarter of the population go really deep, really fast. And what happens when we go into hypnosis like this is we're really going from a beta brainwave state, which is when we're concentrating, doing our job, paying our taxes, having this conversation, down into either alpha, which is more of just like a zoned out state or daydreaming, or into theta, which is like really deep hypnosis, or that's the same brainwave state that you're in when you're sleeping. Interestingly, it's also the same brainwave state that a lot of preschoolers are in when they're playing pretend. So their imagination is so vivid, it's so real, because it's like, it's as real for them as peanut butter and jelly. You know, they really are the fairy princess. They really are Batman or the superhero. In their mind, it's real. So when people are on stage, they're able to go really deep. Now, you know, if you also will observe, many people are invited to leave the stage. That's because they're not in that 25% of the population. They're not going to make great subjects for the show. And so they're invited to go back into the audience and simply watch. So the ones who are really able to go that deep can stay and entertain the rest of us. Now, they're not only entertaining us, they're also entertaining themselves, because essentially they're able to go back to that place where, like a 4-year-old, they're able to just be, have no inhibitions. They can sing, they can dance, and they can do all those things that normally our self-consciousness, our inhibitions would not allow us to do, because we're too worried about what people think about us all the time. So it's kind of like going to karaoke, right? You might sing at karaoke, but you wouldn't sing on a regular stage. So they give them, it's a way of their brain giving them permission to just enjoy being, having fun, and without all those inhibitions. Now, if the stage hypnotist asks them to do something that's actually against their true moral core and values, I've seen many participants not do it, because their inhibitions are down as far as not worrying about what other people think of them, but they're not going to go against their true values or true core values. So they're not under the control of the hypnotist. They're just simply allowing themselves to have an other than usual experience in a more fun way. Now, the second question is, okay, well then, can everybody be hypnotized? Yes, they can. Not everybody goes that quick, that deep, that easy, but everybody can be hypnotized, because really all it is going from, like I said, that beta brainwave state down into either alpha or theta. And of course, deep sleep is delta. So we go through these brainwaves on our way into sleep, on our way out of sleep. And anytime that you're zoned out, or just kind of letting your mind wander back in the past, thinking about something that happened last week or last month, daydreaming, you are in alpha. So it's a perfectly naturally occurring brainwave state. Hypnosis just gives us a way to get yourself there on purpose when you want to, okay? And also, you don't have to be in that super deep level of hypnosis for it to be therapeutic. There's so many things that fall under the category of hypnosis. Some of the processes are very interactive, like regressions and that type of thing. Not necessarily past life, but current life regressions to get to the root cause of a problem. There's a lot of symbolic processes. And then there's also, you know, suggestion therapy, which is useful to get people deeper, because you really want those ideas to take hold and that deep level of the mind. But there's many workable levels of hypnosis. People don't have to be super deep in theta for it to be very therapeutic and very effective. So now that I hope I've cleared that up with hypnosis, it allows us to slow the mind down so that that critical factor gets out of the way, which is the part of our brain that usually says, I don't know about that, I'm not letting that new information in. And it gets that critical factor out of the way, so that those ideas can actually get down into the subconscious mind. Now, NLP has the same effect, but it takes a very different approach. It's kind of like coming in the back door of the subconscious mind. What do I mean by that? So NLP essentially bypasses the critical factor by simply speaking to the subconscious mind in the language it understands. We normally communicate with words and conversation, and we'd like to think that we're logical, rational human beings. Our behavior sometimes indicates otherwise, but we like to think ourselves that way. And when we try to problem solve, that's the approach that we take. However, the subconscious mind doesn't think in words, and it doesn't think in logic. It thinks in pictures, symbols, imagination, conversation, sounds, emotion. And so NLP essentially hijacks the system by simply speaking directly to the subconscious mind in the language it understands. We go in and we manipulate the pictures in the person's mind that's telling them how to feel scared or sad or whatever that is. We manipulate we change the conversations that are still running in their mind. We change the emotions of memories. And we also use symbolism and things like that, which is all the stuff that the subconscious mind is like, I'm digging it. I understand what this means. I know how to work with this, and I can make big changes fast. But if we're trying to reason with the subconscious mind, it's kind of like trying to speak English to a Chinese person. You can do it for 100 years, and you're really not going to get anywhere. So NLP is really magical, allows you to bypass all of that, speak directly to the subconscious mind, make changes quickly, effectively, efficiently, and coupled with hypnosis, where you're able to just kind of relax that critical factor, have access to more parts of the subconscious mind because you're in that alpha or theta brainwave state, they're a really beautiful combination and really pack a punch. So I hope this answers a couple of your questions. We can't all be hypnotized. You're not going to be made to cluck like a chicken. It's only to help you feel better and achieve more in your own life. So anyway, till next time, bye-bye.